Where are you going, Victor?
I need some air.
That is not an overnight bag, Victor. That is everything.
Rebecca, please.
Look at me. Look at my face and tell me what is happening.
I am not happy. I have not been happy for a long time.
You were not happy when I was paying your rent. You were not happy when I registered your business with my own money.
This is not about money.
Then what is it about? Tell me what it is about.
I met someone.
You met someone.
I did not plan it.
6 years, Victor. I gave you 6 years.
I am sorry, Rebecca.
Does she know what it cost me to build you?
Take care of yourself.
Please, Victor, I don't deserve this.
Rebecca grew up in the quiet town of Abari, in a house where nothing came easy, but nothing was wasted. Her father drove a local bus. Her mother sold groundnuts and wove baskets at the Abari weekend market. They were not poor in spirit, only in money. Rebecca learned early that survival was not a gift. It was a decision you made every morning before your feet touched the floor. She was 22 when she met Victor. He was 24, charming in the way that only men with nothing to lose can be. Loud, full of plans, magnetic enough to make a careful woman forget that plans are not the same as results. He had big dreams and an empty wallet. Rebecca had a steady salary from her job at the Okechi District Health Office and a small room she rented near the market. It was not much, but it was real, and she chose to pour all of it into him. The first year, she covered their rent. She told herself it was temporary. Victor was starting his logistics business. He needed capital. He needed time. She understood that. She was patient in the way that only women who truly believe in someone can be, quietly, consistently, without applause. By the second year, she was paying for more than rent. She bought his first generator when the power cut killed his computer. She settled his supplier debts when the business stalled. She took an advance on her salary to register the business formally because Victor said without registration, no serious client would come. He said it calmly, reasonably, and she believed him. By the third year, Rebecca had no savings. Her mother had fallen ill, and she had borrowed to cover the hospital bills while still carrying Victor's expenses. She lost weight. She worked longer hours. She stopped buying herself new clothes. When her colleague at the health office asked what was happening to her, she smiled and said she was fine. She was building something. It would pay off. Victor began to grow. Year 4, the contracts started coming. Year 5, he hired his first 2 staff. By year 6, Victor's logistics company had a small office in Okechi's commercial district, a company vehicle, and a name people in the town recognized. He wore better clothes. He moved differently. He spoke about the future with a confidence that used to only exist in his mouth, but now had evidence behind it. Rebecca watched all of this and felt something close to pride. She had done this. She had held the walls while the foundation was being built. She told herself this was the beginning of the life she had been working toward. She did not see it coming. The distance started slowly. Calls that took longer to be answered, evenings where he said he was tired, weekends where work kept him away. She told herself it was the pressure of growth. She understood. She was still patient. Then one Friday evening, a mutual friend sent her a message. No words, just a link. It was a wedding invitation, Victor's wedding, announced publicly on his social media. The bride's name was not hers. Rebecca sat with that phone in her hand for a long time. She did not call Victor. She did not send a message. She sat in the same small room she had been renting for 6 years, the same room where she had gone without in order to give him everything. And she was completely still. The wedding was held 6 weeks later at a reception hall in Duzo, 40 minutes from Abari. Rebecca was not invited. She found out about the speech the same way she found out about the wedding, through her phone, through a video that a guest recorded and shared without a second thought. Victor stood at the microphone in agbada she could tell was expensive, and he said the words that would follow him for the rest of his life. He said she was his backbone. He said she was the reason he believed in himself when the world gave him nothing. He said that behind every man who made it was a woman who refused to let him give up, and he was looking at that woman right now. He was not looking at Rebecca. The video spread quickly. People celebrated him in the comments. They called it romantic. They called it real. They called it rare. Rebecca watched the video once. Then she opened her drawer. She had kept everything. Every bank transfer receipt from 6 years of funding him. Every mobile money record. Every message where he had asked and she had sent within the hour. And deeper in the folder, messages where he had called her his foundation, his rock, his forever. Messages in his own words where he had written that no woman would ever do for him what she had done. That she was the reason his business existed. That when he made it, she would make it with him. She did not post anything that night. She took 3 days. She organized everything chronologically. She spoke to no one. She did not cry in front of anyone. On the 4th day, everything went up. Not on her own page. She sent the full package to 3 of the largest community accountability pages in Okechi and Duzo. The kind followed by hundreds of thousands. The kind that people checked every morning before they left their houses. She sent the transfers, she sent the records, she sent the screenshot of his wedding post beside the screenshot of the message where he had called her his forever. She wrote one line at the top. He called another woman his backbone at his wedding. Here is who actually built him. By evening, Victor's name was everywhere. His clients began calling each other. His new wife's family started demanding explanations he had no clean answer for. The same accounts that had praised his romantic speech were now sharing Rebecca's post with their own words attached. His business page filled with questions he could not answer publicly. His phone did not stop. Victor called Rebecca. She did not pick up. He sent messages, long ones. He called her bitter. He called her a liar. He said she was trying to destroy a man who had worked hard for everything he had. Then the messages changed. He said he was sorry. He said she deserved better. He said he had made a mistake he could not take back. Rebecca read all of it. She replied to none of it. She was not angry anymore. Anger had lived in her chest for 6 years without a name. Now it had done its work and left. What remained was something quieter. Something that felt like the first clean breath she had taken in a very long time. Victor's largest client suspended their contract pending review. 2 others followed. The wedding that had been such a beautiful public moment became the site of his unraveling, and there was nothing he could say because the evidence was not her word against his. It was his own words, his own records, laid flat for everyone to see. Rebecca changed her number that week. She requested a transfer to the Abari branch of her workplace. She rented a bigger room, one with a proper kitchen and a window that faced the morning sun. She bought herself new clothes for the first time in 4 years. Small things, quiet things, but they were entirely hers. She never spoke about Victor publicly again. She did not need to. The records had spoken for her, and they had said everything she had never been allowed to say out loud. She had built him in silence. she dismantled him the same way. Was Rebecca right to expose Victor publicly, or should she have walked away in silence and let karma handle it on its own terms? Drop your opinion below. If this story touched you, please like and subscribe. Share it with someone who needs it today. And drop a comment. We want to hear from you. God bless you.